Alright, so today we're going to be drawing now. That's right, going right into the next drawing. I'm not entirely too sure what I have planned to talk about, but I guess I should try to do some intro. Try to start doing some form of an intro, outside of alright. So if you like what I am drawing, then please like the video, and if you want more of this, as well as Minecraft, then consider subscribing. Maybe I should say that in the beginning of these videos more often. So today we're going to be drawing General Jean, the general of the Viridescent Faction. Now, I don't entirely know what I want to talk about. Drawing a blank here. It's not a lot going on. And I pretty much said as much as I could say throughout most of the videos, Christ. But yes, we're going to be drawing. Maybe we're going to be relaxing a little bit. Maybe not going to be too much hecticness, too much chaos, too much strange topics. Who knows? We'll see where it leads us. But right now it's just a chill stream, nothing too exciting. Just something to listen to while you do your things in the background. You draw, maybe. Maybe you want to draw along with me or something. Maybe draw your own style of General Jean. I have a reference photo to go off of, so the only thing you have to go off of is what I am making right now. But yes, I don't know how long this one's going to take. Chances are I might just do the outline and the, coloring and all that stuff and then call it there. And maybe after that, if I can complete this in time, or, well, depending on what I plan on doing, I'll make another episode of Minecraft. Why not? Feel like we're doing pretty good in that series. Food-wise, we're doing real good, and housing-wise, we're doing decent. I have some plans in mind for that, but no spoilers. We'll talk about those plans when we actually get to the part where we, talk about them. So, yeah. That's pretty much all I have to say about that right now. Continuing on to this. So, General Jean, or is it Jean? General Jean looks like, he has a spiky hair. You'll see what I mean when I actually draw it. If you've looked at my older drawings, you will see a more terrible-looking version of Jean. We are improving upon it by ensuring that we, at the very least, have accurate lines. Before we did hair, it was terrible. I'm looking at the hair right now. That was awful. But it's fine, because our skills have improved. Significantly, at least. Now, let's see. So how was your day? I assume it was fine. Mine was strange and hectic right off the bat. Going into work, and then not even like a minute later tell me to go home because they then don't need me on a Sunday. Wish they would have just texted me about it instead of making me waste the gas, but at least it's only like a 5-minute drive. You may ask, why complain if it's only a 5-minute drive? Your job and all that. Well, I'll rebuttal with this. Why go 5 minutes when I can just work at home, right? That's the idea with YouTube here, at some point. So far, we haven't made much progress. I mean, we've got some views here and there, but we haven't really been getting much of an audience in, like, the few videos that we made. That's just fine, I'll just keep making videos, and we'll see where that takes us. But for now, we gotta deal with this crap job for now. Until hopefully this works. We'll see. We'll see where it all plays out. Alright, so General Gene. He in the the drawing, the first one, he's playing cards. So that's what we're gonna have him do here. Because why not? He's got like this weird, like looking, what would that be called? A handlebar mustache? I think that's a handlebar mustache. I don't exactly know what the name of it is. Well, you'll tell me as soon as I draw this, will you? Or will you even leave a comment? I don't think you have the intelligence to leave a comment. Yes, belittle you to get you to interact. We've gone down that route, haven't we? I'm tired. But at the same time, I still want to make the videos. What more do I have to talk about? What's new? The cat's looking at me. That's not new, though. We're just gonna try to go through this, take it calm, easy, you know? We got like a whole week ahead of us. I think what I plan on doing is get the main 2 drawings done with for the week. And I might make a hardcore mature drawing this week as well. Depends. Actually, we got supposedly 4 days off, but who knows? I don't think they would be this dicketry to try this maneuver. So what they have here is a Thursday and Friday off for some reason, instead of like, say, Friday or Saturday off. But because there's no guarantee of Saturday, it's making me worry that they might try to make us work Christmas Day, which is kind of stupid, but let me tell you something, the company ain't doing too good. I won't tell you their names, not yet, not until I am successfully able to leave it for good. But they're not doing good. Stuff's getting expensive now. Look, a lot of people working many hours to try to freaking keep up with it. They goddamn put Saturday on the freaking board for what should have been a 4-day weekend. And I guarantee you they put it up there so that because they know people are going to call out on Saturday and they can save money. This company is scummy like that. Honestly, all companies are scummy like that. Y'all hate companies just as much as I do. Can't trust them. They're only out for one thing, and they will screw all of their employees over just to get that one thing. And it's annoying, too. What we do isn't even that important. What we do would spoil what my job is if I were to tell you. Don't get me wrong. We do make like over $20 an hour. But I'd rather just draw or, create games for a living instead. I like creating stuff. I think I've made that pretty readily apparent through not only my art videos, but Minecraft as well. Hell, I feel like I could become an architecture. If I know all the, the basic stuff and how to build certain things. It's not that hard. Once you figured out where like all of the studs that go, the support pillars and all that stuff, which I imagine there's a lot more nuance to it than, than what I think. But once you figure that out, I have to imagine building a house would be relatively easy. Well, designing a house, not building a house, obviously. This ain't Minecraft here now, folks. We haven't given him like a jawline here. So, yes. I'm gonna give him a more prominent jawline. Look at him. Manly man right here. if I were to have to describe Gene's personality or looks or whatever, I'd say he has the Vietnam look going for him. He's in the trees, man. I mean, technically speaking, that is the case. Viridescent covers themselves with nature around their buildings and stuff. Alright, so this one's going to be a little bit tricky because I did this in a certain way. Now, how can I do this to make it look good and not terrible? Oh, crap. These men here got this anime hairstyle, except for the one obvious person that's the odd one out being General Scar, or whatever I gave his first name as. I only refer to him as General Scar, but I'm giving them their names because of certain things, like a certain... nobody's going to call their child Scar or Ace. Gene's a good name to call somebody, I guess. Gene. Yes, of course it is a good name. But, yes. Wanted to give those guys... Maybe Gene will be his middle name. You know? Alright, so let me see. I think I need to make this a bit more out. Because I feel like we're about to head back into what it looked like before. But we want it to be a little bit more thick. Maybe we'll have a... Yeah, because we don't have a back line here. So maybe we'll give him, like, a little bit of hair in the back. Dang old headband there to keep most of his hair up top. Almost like that 80s hairstyle look, you know? Oh yeah, here's a good thing to talk about, pretty topical. Anybody who watches Toonami, have you seen that blunder a second time? A finale being blundered somehow? Man, I was looking forward to seeing the Yasuhime end, but nope. Couldn't see the finale. Kind of disappointed, you know? But it's not like a Harley Quinn situation. I mean, with that one, I'm lucky enough to have Father have HBO Max. I don't know exactly why he has HBO Max. I ain't questioning it. And I got to see a pretty good series, and I got to see two of my favorite villainesses from the DC universe hook up. Actually, I think there's only like 3 that I know of, being Harley Quinn, Catwoman, and Ivy. But yes, that blunder was annoying, and I feel like I'm screwing up this hairstyle a bit. Don't do that. Oh yeah, I know what I can do now. Not that far. Maybe like that Chucky hairstyle. You know that guy, that kid from the Rugrats? Maybe. Not entirely. Not completely. I want him to have a somewhat messy hairstyle, but not too messy where it just looks like crap. I have to have it be succinct. And it's been a while since I've seen Inuyasha. Jesus Christ, brain. I can't speak today. Part of me wonders if I should not speak. But it's been a while since I've seen that show. Freaking hardly remember what to catch up on with the new spin-off. But it doesn't seem like that's that important, considering the fact that he and Kagome isn't even in this in terms of active cast members. They're only in flashbacks, i.e. the past, not like in the previous episodes. You know what I mean. You know what I can mean. What I forkin' mean. Forakin', flackin', fruck. You know all of these things and more. You don't need me to explain it to you. Alright, we almost have the hairstyle down pat. I think I need to bring some of this out. I mean, looking at his hairstyle before, it does make sense. messy top head. You're in the jungle. But, yeah. And I guess since we're using, our usual outline style instead of what we have here, we can do something like that. I am slightly worried about the future of Toonami. We can continue to talk about that. We might not even be able to see Demon Slayer Season 2 because of what Sony's freaking doing. Man, the age of streaming. It's kind of annoying sometimes when it ruins certain blocks that you were used to. I mean, yeah, it makes sense, innovation and all that. But at the same time, it's nice to have something to look forward to at the end of the week. End of the week every Saturday. You know, always got to give yourself something to look forward to get through the week. Especially since you have to deal with certain pain-in-the-ass jobs. Even if it is an easy job, it's still tedious, and for someone like me who can't just do the same damn thing over and over again with very little stimulation, and I'm technically forced to do it, it's not a fun time. It's not a fun time at all. But at the very least, I still get to do this, and we'll see where this leads us. My voice feels like it's in a certain tone right now. I don't know how to explain it. So whatever the word is, it's like I'm having a brain fart. I feel like it'd be better for us to just stay silent, you know? Just keep to ourselves. But you're not here for that, you're here for some entertainment, huh? I am not a joke teller, nor do I have any intelligence when it comes to making jokes or explaining jokes. When I speak, I fumble a lot, especially when I'm trying to think and speak at the same time. And you've noticed that as well while I'm playing Space Blaster, showing you how that all works. But, yes. Yes. The word of the day is yes. Okay, so we're focusing on the torso right now. In the drawing that I have referenced, we don't really see Jean's neck that much. And, it's definitely simplistic, but that's fine, all things considered. It doesn't have to be too complex. So, what is on the news today? The only news I watch is of, the internet today, folks. Okay, I'm screwing this part up. Hey, everybody heard about that there, what's his name? Joel something? That televangelist guy? People like him give religion quite a bad name, I will say that. It's like extremists or something, right? Something about it. Something about corruptness, corrupt nature. Corrupt. That's the word I'm looking for. Corrupt, not extremists. Although I guess they would technically kind of be considered extremists if they're trying to, go the extreme to push their corrupt nature. There's something about money found in the bathroom tiles a plumber had found. You want more news on that? Go look at the internet today, boys. Ricky and Elliot. I'm sure me redirecting you to their videos isn't really going to put much of a dent in their views. It's just going to be like a small scratch, giving them more views. But I say those are those two are a good news source without having to freaking go through the crap on TV. Less waste of time, and it's entertaining at least. I don't really care about the news. The world is shitty, and it's best to just stick to your own reality, your own fantasy, the best you can. Obviously, you have to deal with the crap that happens in terms of if it affects your lifestyle. But, yeah, it's just best not to really focus on stuff like that. And if you want to focus on it, well, give Internet Today a try. They're a cool YouTube bunch. They're a good example of a shitty company, Machinima. They've had to deal with that crap before. And I can empathize with them with my own freaking company making stupid-ass decisions. I swear my boss, not like my boss, like the entire plant managing boss guy, whatever his role is, he reminds me of freaking Mark Zuckerberg over here. Emotionless, he's the kind of guy that would sell out his own mother if he could. Terrible. Simply just awful. A lot of people don't really like him. And it is presumed that he is the reason why everybody had to come in Saturday on what should have been a 4-day weekend. And, yeah, just not really a cool guy. He feels like a snake. He's trying to sneakily, stealthily play by his own rules. Get, certain... What's the word I'm looking for? Certain motivations at play here. Though I guess you could say the same to all company managers. Now, he's not like the main big kahunas, but he's the one that makes the decisions in this piece of crap place. There's another person, an older woman, who, funnily enough, she chewed that guy's ass out. And not in that way, no, she yelled at him, presumably for being an incompetent fool, if I were to have to take a wild guess. Because a lot of shit was going down. Terrible managing, terrible everything. Everything was just simply terrible. 1 year, I don't know how many, 3, 4, maybe 5 fires happened in a single year. On his watch, too. It's terrible. And all you had to do was call some people to fix the goddamn heaters, which sparked and burned the product. Kind of screwed all of us over at that point. I gotta say, it's not good when you're, everybody in the plant kind of just hates your guts. But they have to, stick with it because they don't really have much of a choice. Well, not really. They can just quit and find another place. My hope here is that I can just do this for a living instead. I tried comic book making, but let me tell you something. It's hard to do by yourself within a reasonable time span. I wish I could do more of that, but in order to do that, I need to have a lot more time and a hell of a lot more help outside of just me being the only one to do it. Of course, another good way would be for me to just make the stories. Nova Guardian's a good example. I make the stories. What would that be called? Storyboard? Story writer? Technically speaking, I am the creator of the series, and I'm writing the story of it out. And because I am the creator, I'm the one that makes the stories. Right? I'm also making the cover art, but obviously that's just to have for you guys to look at before you read the thing. Kind of treat it like a comic book cover. That's another thing, though. If I can find a manga or comic book company whichever one. I mean, Nova Guardians is technically an anime in every right, so we could turn it into a manga. But yes, that's essentially the plan there. The cover book, the cover art, the story, and we have a bunch of other people make the manga or the comic. I'd say something like that would work just fine. All I'd have to do is just find a team that, thinks that Nova Guardian series is interesting and wants to bring it to life through either animation or through the manga series and stuff like that. Plus, I will always be the one to provide the cover art. Of course, the way I've been doing things on DeviantArt means that I might not be able to get episodes out as frequently. I would say my best option in that point, if Nova Guardians does get picked up pretty early on, like, when I say early on, I mean like we're only like a few episodes in, like, I don't know, 3, 4, 5. If that happens, maybe I can make an exception and make more of it. It means that sci-fi might be like overrun with a bunch of comic stuff, but it's fine. We still want to try to keep with a limitation period, but I guess in that instance, if that were to happen, sci-fi would probably be completely taken over by Nova Guardians, which is not bad if it turns into a decent anime or manga, which would be nice. We'll see how that turns out in the future. For now, I'll just keep on working on what I've got. Alright, so I at least got this part set up. Alright, so what we're going to do is make him sit at like a poker table or something. Kind of like, most card games happen. Run out of things to talk about. Damn. Don't you hate it when that happens? You run out of things to talk about. I'm drawing a blank here, folks. I am drawing a blank. Where do we go from here? I don't know. I'm gonna bust out into a song because I just don't freaking know. Maybe we'll sing a bit, but I don't know for how long that lasts. Before I start to run out of words and I fail to improvise. No, seriously. How do those rappers do it? You have to be like a pristine wordsmith. A pristine word Will Smith. Will Smith? Yes. Will Smith. Anybody ever seen that meme before? I don't know why that's hilarious to me. Just seeing Will Smith in a freaking, what do you call it? A blacksmith outfit with a tiny Will Smith ready to be smithed into whatever Will Smith desires to smith him into. God, this is a terrible idea to try to do these tongue twisters when I can barely even speak today. Oh boy. Delirium? Yes, probably. Will I stop? No. Alright, so we've almost got the basic outline. I'm probably going to have this be like, I don't know, an hour long. We'll see how this plays out first. Because, the plan for today is to simply just draw the, gene. Color him in, texture him, stuff like that. I'm probably going to draw the background with something in the background as well. do the thing that I'm doing for you guys, making a video to have in the background. But, yeah. We'll see what happens. It shouldn't take too long, but, you can never be too sure with stuff like this. Alright, I'll put the outline for that one later. Let me get his hands here. Yeah, because in the first drawing I did with him, he's playing Texas Hold'em over a campfire, which, it doesn't really make the most sense. Like, where are you going to put the card? You're going to just put your cards up like this, and whoever has the card thing is just like, just holds it up instead of putting it on the table. Tosses the freaking cards at them, they just grab it. Imagine. Nah, this one's better. Part of me wishes I could have done this when I had more skill, but you know what? It's fine as is. A testament to my art skill being improved. Taking a design of an already, made character, and from way back when, before like album 20s came into be. I would say album 17 was when everything started to get more complex and nice looking. Which is great. It sucks that some of these drawings take more than a day to make, but it's fine, all things considered. Because if we can get some pretty good drawings and catch the ire of someone who knows someone that would be able to help me or is willing to help me get something involving my skill levels and art and stuff and story creating, then that would be great. It's gonna take some time now. I know that for a fact. I don't have the best online presence, but at the very least, I think I have something to work with here. I just need to learn how to get myself out there more effectively. How long is that gonna take? Who knows? Hopefully not like another 25 years or so. Because that would suck if that were to happen. Unless cybernetics and androids were made and we can transfer our, our subconsciousness into an android body, I would opt in for that. It would suck to go into old age. I've seen so many people in old age, and so many of them in pain, and having to deal with all of the world changing, and their body ain't keeping up with it. I would rather be a robot. Not a robot, obviously. That's more like, machines with programming and coding into it, not like actual sentient stuff. Like an android makes the most sense in that department, Androids makes the most sense when it comes to wanting to upgrade to a more metal-like body. And why shouldn't we? I'd say machinery is the next step in our evolutionary path. We just need to learn how all of our souls and consciousness works. Once we do that, boom! We are now part of the Skynet, but we have our own free will. Can you imagine if that was the reason? If they want to get rid of humanity so that they could live their life as normal as possible as robots. Could you imagine that? Or instead of killing humans, they convert them to Terminators. And then once all the humans are gone, the Terminators pick up where the humans left off in life. Now you got these giant skull, muscular robot guys who are like playing games, drawing, and making music. And then they got these less exciting looking robots with no soul, just working the machines and doing everything automatically. We're all the Terminators now. Everybody thought it was a bad idea for the Terminators to do their thing, but or whatever the robots were called. But now look at us. Now we are the Skynet, and now that humanity is gone, let us do what humans used to do, but better, as robots. Imagine. Arnold Schwarzenegger isn't too excited about it because he wants that grade A organic. I'm not even gonna finish that sentence. But you know where I was going with that one. Yes, of course. Androids would be a good first step in removing the many complexities of our survival. I mean, think about it. If we didn't need air or food or water, we would be able to survive. Hell, if we were all androids, we wouldn't have to kill cows anymore or pigs. We have some nature population stuff continuing to do its thing. And if we had that technology, we might even just be able to get to a point where we can fix the ozone layer or something. I mean, like I said before, atomic manipulation would be a good first step into fixing that. But are we going to get to there in time? No, probably not, but I'm hoping we do. It'd be nice to, at the very least, have some significant, progress in technology. It's been a while since we've had any good technological advancements. Like, good as in, like, way up next step, way up the next level. Atomic manipulation would be the next step. Hopefully, one day that will become a reality. But for now, we just have to hope we don't kill ourselves in the meantime. It is strange to think, though. We've gone through many years, and our species is still alive. Which is surprising, because people are stupid. Like, real stupid. In more ways than one. Like, good example, somebody in Back for Blood. We keep pinging the goddamn health thing, the health medkit wall. And they clearly, obviously used it before in the past, but now they've just decided, no, I don't want this now. I don't want to use this now. Despite the fact that everybody's full up, and there's like 4 charges left, and he's like 20 health away from getting destroyed, and it's probably on like the last life. My god, man. People are so idiotic in that game sometimes. It's rare to find a real good one, you know? A real good player that actually knows their thing. Granted, yes, we do screw up from time to time when it comes to like getting swarmed by a bunch of stuff. Obviously, you can't carry the team by yourself if all 3 of your team members are down and are getting destroyed. Good luck trying to save your ass. Chances are it won't work. I mean, I have had it work on me a few times at least. One very good example I remember was the last finale in Act 2. And now, these 3 people, they were doing pretty good throughout the entire level. Alright? And I don't blame them for this because they probably didn't even realize for what was happening. We were at the point where we had 2 breakers spawn. I couldn't get to the church in time to try to get the breakers to, have their ring spawn over there. And this was before I knew that you could have the breakers have their stupid ring move over to a where they slam. But I still had the right idea in mind where maybe if I move to the church quick enough, the breakers will their spawns will allow for them to have the ring go around the church that is not brown. But no, couldn't make it in time. So we were on the parking lot near the graveyard. And the 3 people there in the church did not realize what was going on. They kept on trying to fight the breaker inside the church, which was swarmed by that stupid ring. Which, by the way, when you think about it, because of the way that ring works, it covers the entire map. So anybody, any NPC out there who, is not in the battle with the breaker would be inside of that radius immediately, effective immediately. They would have no way of getting out of there. They would be screwed. All of the survivors that we have saved in the, what do you call it? Even the church people. Like, the barrier was literally here, and here's the church being swarmed. All the people inside that church were just getting destroyed by those flies, or auras, or insects, whatever the hell you want to call them. Brain was stuck with fly aura. Because when those three weren't moving, and one of them died, I think the doc died, I tried to save them and get back out and ping it. But when the doc died, and they were like all at low health, I think the Carly died there as well, but then I think it was Walker, because I was playing as Holly at this point, utilizing my shotgun melee build. And at somewhere around this point, before Carly died, I said, the fly aura is killing you, you know, or something along the lines of that. And Carly died as Walker was revived, and Walker managed to somehow get to the parking lot. Then he goes down, and I'm the only one left, unfortunately. Thankfully, though, Carly respawned, and I had to go outside the aura to get to that point. Because I was not able to save Walker with the breaker and I think it was either a crusher or a bruiser up my ass. So then I left him there for a bit in hopes of things calming down, and I went to save Carly. Like, at this point, I think they thought that this is it, we're gonna fail this mission. But I saved her. I somehow managed to still keep my health relatively healthy at this point. And then as the breakers and all that stuff was distracted by Carly, I went over to save Walker, and boom. We destroyed the breaker without Doc, who was still dead at this point. And then we won. We were that close to failing. So yes, I'd like to think I'm decent at the game, but I'm in no way a professional. I am not going to veteran. Mainly because I am not good when it comes to friendly fire. And also, recruit's the perfect difficulty level. Like, seriously. Oh, Act 3 finale with just bots was a huge pain in the friggin' ass. And I was on recruit. So, clearly, recruit is a normal mode. We don't have an easy mode, no. We have a normal mode, a hard mode, and complete and utter nightmare mode. But hey, recruit is good. It's a good difficulty level. You don't have to worry about friendly fire. And sometimes even recruit can be hard at times. Especially if you have a crap team. Man, I hate when I get a crap team sometimes. Teams that just constantly alert birds and shoot the doors. Now, don't get me wrong, I've accidentally shot birds and doors before. Most of the times is when they're like a fucking mile across the map. Like, good example right here. The bad seed level, that's the name of the level, with the house way down in the farm, right? And where the tractor is, when we first get to the giant open area place, whatever you want to call it. And I'm shooting this Rin, who's like right here, and here's the door. I shoot him, and with I think it was a Belgian at that point, and somehow a pellet just went all the way over here. Here's the tractor area. Here's us moving at this pace. Here's the tractor, and let me see. The shack's here, a little area here. The house is way up here. I don't know if you can see that. It's way up here. There's a small spot there. A shotgun pellet from here managed to hit the door right there. Are you kidding me? And same when it comes to birds. Freaking mile away from the bird shooting these damned zombies, and somehow a stray pellet shot right through a zombie and over to a bird. Oh my god. there has to be some limitation when it comes to how far you trigger things, right? There just has to be. Because I think there is. Just today, I was playing around with a team, and this one guy who was like AFK in the dang apartment buildings for some reason. He was AFK in the middle of the match twice. Got killed in the second one. We had to wait for his damn ass while the horde counter was counting down. And I tried to shoot the... this is when I was using a sniper build with... what's her name? With Carly, yes. And at this point, the cop car wasn't triggered. I shot the cop car from the safe room. Like, not from the safe room, but from the balcony of the safe room. The cop car is a decent bit away. And yet, no matter how many times I shot it, it didn't get alerted. Which wouldn't matter because the three of us were already there while that guy was AFK in the freaking, what do you call it? The apartment buildings. But, so you're telling me that my stray shotgun pellet from my Belgian, which, by the way, there's this annoying bug where you do a ghost reload where it uses up the ammunition, yet it doesn't shoot. It doesn't shoot. It's annoying. I don't know why it does that. It only does that when you have too much reload speed. But you're telling me my Belgian can hit a house door like a mile away and trigger it, but you won't allow my sniper to trigger the cop car? Fool. Needless to say, we did go through that run pretty well. And I don't remember, but, was this the first run with her, or was it the second run? Because the second run, I was playing Carly with some freaking lung disease, unable to fucking sprint as much. Then I decided to go all out by getting that sprint car that reduces my stamina efficiency, but I get a kill and boom. It's basically just the Holly card, except I sprint like a freaking madman. I gotta say, I do like that. It just sucks that when you're walking around, nothing's happening, there's nothing to kill, and you're just left off with this constant panting, heavy breathing from her, alongside just a very slowly moving stamina bar. I will say that was an interesting build that I made at that point. Still, though, could be better. I already got pretty much almost all of the cards set up. It's just the first tier that I haven't, or the first supply line I haven't really worked on as much. The second one, we got all the cards in it. The third one, I think there's only 2 cards remaining. Weird that the second one at that point doesn't have any more cards, while the third one has at least 2 cards. I will tell you this, it does scratch that nice Left 4 Dead itch, even if it isn't exactly like Left 4 Dead. Freaking specials spawn at a ungodly rate sometimes. I feel like they can adjust that a bit more. There's a December patch coming out soon. Hopefully it comes out sooner than later. But, yes, it's a good game. I wouldn't suggest getting it for just the bots. That's what I had planned in the beginning. But then I started to get around to the fact that somebody has a toolkit while I can keep my stun gun on me to easily get out of these damn grabs. Yep. Alright. So far, so good. We're getting close to finishing up the coloring process with Jean, at least, which is great. Now, this might not even take that long, actually. What more to talk about? No, I have no clue. I'm drawing a blank on topics to talk about. How do y'alls do it so much? How do you all's able to come up with stuff to talk about? And keep track on that particular subject to talk about? Honestly, I'm having a hard time trying to do it. I'm racking my brain on what to talk about. Again, we could just go silently into this. But I feel like I could just keep trying to make conversation, small talk, you know? I mean, where exactly could I go with this, right? At the very least, we are trying. Maybe if we were to stream this. Nah. At this point, streaming isn't going to help me. Because right now, I'm only going to get 0 views. And not just because I don't have any follower base for this, but mainly because at the time that I do these particular videos and in relations, oh god no, didn't mean to do that. And in relations, you probably did not see what I just did, but I accidentally clicked on a different swatch in my, or different color in my swatch tab. Swatch. But yeah. Yeah, they I can't believe it. I can't believe I forgot what I was talking about. Oh my god, this short-term memory loss is real. That physically hurt. Anyways, moving on. Was it struggling to figure out what to talk about? I'd like to think it is. I like to think that's what I was talking about. The reason I'm not bringing my voice up as much is because I'm just not feeling like bringing my voice up that much right now. All things considered, I am a bit tired, a bit drowsy, and trying to figure out what to speak about is not as easy either. It's not that easy either. It's just... Now we're gonna start reverting to words. Not words, sound effects. Oops, somebody coming down the stairs. Not this stair, obviously. Where I am right now. Which isn't exactly the best living spot to be in. Especially for a cat. Poor cat over here doesn't have a whole lot of space to walk around in. I'm thinking... Okay, so... I am thinking about... Oh. Yeah, I forgot about that tidbit. Well, I don't think that matters because all it's doing is catching my voice. Because the desktop audio isn't really being considered in this, is it? Yeah, no. I really hope that isn't screwing anything up, but this is a good test to see if I don't need to have that on. The volume. The volume was only on because... wait, did I... You fool. How could you? How did I manage this? How did I manage any of that? But yes, at some point, I am somewhat thinking about doing a 7 Days to Die Let's Play once that game is fully completed. I can't imagine it's going to take them too long to complete it, right? Right? Ooh, whoops, this would probably be a bit more in there. They said they were doing something about adding bandits. Something along the lines of that. It'd be interesting to see just where that game will be now. The problem I had with 7 Days to Die at one point was the fact that once you got into a certain point, survival just seemed kind of pointless. Like, leveling up was difficult, and doing anything solo-wise meant that you were locked out of a lot of certain skills. You couldn't really min-max anything. That's the kind of game that... I don't like the way that looks. That's the kind of game that requires you to have more people to play with, and have different builds for. Oh, the cat's scoffing. What you be scoffing for, Key? Yeah, I don't know why I did this, because we were never going to see it. Alright, table-wise. What should a table be? Table. What color table? What kind of like? See if I could help her out there. Alright, I am thinking... Oh, wait, hold on. Before doing anything, nails. But that's done. Let us save his swatch. Alright, OC General Gene. Right, okay. So I'm going to switch on over to the base and the Viridescent swatch. Let me see. Where is the tree color scheme? Alright, we could do that. A wooden table. Because why not? Yeah, that looks good. And now we set up a seat. We set up a seat. Maybe this metal color will look good. Yeah, that looks good. Matter of fact, I am going to bring that down. It would make sense that Viridescent would be more browns and greens, but mostly just greens. Alright, 57 minutes into this video. Oh, whoops. You probably can't see it, but I accidentally put all of that onto a different path instead of the path I wanted it to be on. It's fine. I was just able to delete that one path and rename the other one, so it saves. Alright, let's see. Let us see. Right here, right now. So the shading and texturing process should not take too long. All things considered, it might take only like, 10 minutes? And after that, I'll probably end the video there. Maybe do the background while listening to something else. It's not easy trying to figure out conversation topics. Not easy at all. Hopefully, I can come out of this conversation slump when I do the 4th episode of Minecraft. I don't think it's going to take too long to complete this, but I think what my plan here is I'm going to complete the drawing, get a video of Minecraft made. The cat's over here just jumping all over the place. And, yeah, once we've done that, we schedule that to release Monday. So we get this up, hopefully, early Monday. Preferably 8 o'clock. I think that's a good time for these particular videos to come out for, stuff like Minecraft. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how well that works, but we'll see. It's an experiment for me, because I've never done something like this before, and it's good to want to try new things, and, hold on a second. I do think that this might need a little bit of adjustment. Yeah, like so. Is this going to be in the way of that? Put that underneath the head. Yeah, that looks good. Looks better than it did before with no support thing there. Yeah, that looks good. So yeah, definitely looks better than the first drawing of Jean, that's for certain. Jean over here is getting a huge glow up. I think your mustache might be on your nose line. Or I should put your nose line above your mustache. Or I could probably just go to the mustache and delete this. Oh god, not that much. Yeah, there we go. I mean, that makes sense, right? And obviously, it's going to be underneath the nose, especially if this is supposed to be like that. Yeah, before he had like colored lips here to, try to signify that people do have lips and they don't have lines. But I'm doing away with that for most of them. Obviously, the girls are going to get it. God, I'm looking at the lieutenant of this one and I'm like, Brain, how did you come up with that? The lieutenant of the Viridescent is definitely going to get a huge glow up once we've gotten to the point where we draw her. Because right now she looks strange. Before we were utilizing realistic nose, and the proportions, obviously, but at that time, were weird. I mean, technically I think my proportions are just off entirely. Probably better than they were before, that's for certain. But, yes. The lieutenant of this is going to look better. We're going to make sure of that. And the commander of the Sanguine faction is going to look better as well, and less like a stick figure. What was going through my brain when I was drawing that? I don't know. Sometimes I look at some old drawings I made and I'm like, how the hell did I do that? Especially when you look at the elementals that I drew. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take a quick little intermission here for myself. Album 3, I did the remix of the Elementals, and that looks a hell of a lot better than whatever the hell is going on in Album 14. I don't know what was going on in Album 14. I mean, there are some good ones. The fairy feet drawing looks pretty good, like the background of that one. And then the crab human, that one definitely looks creepy. And it works, too. But I don't know what the hell I was doing when I was drawing these guys originally. Because they did not look that good. Maybe it was because I drew more than one person and I had to delegate my focus amongst a bunch of them. I think I got better at that, especially with the goth group. So I'm glad I stuck with trying to do more of that. But yeah, the first one did not look good. General Scar and General Ace, huge glow up from the first time I drew them. Huge. Now, General Jean, huge again. Proportions look nice. His head doesn't look like a square. Doesn't look like Minecraft. And the nose, well, the nose is still the same. I think that drawing the men with those particular type of noses is easier because, to me, drawing realistic nose on a woman does not, for some reason, in my art style, make them attractive as they would with the anime style. At least with Jean, he looks grizzled, good looking. But realistic nose doesn't work too well when it comes to most of my drawings involving women. So I stick with the anime nose. And do the same to that with the less manly men. I guess you'd probably call them pretty boys or something, I don't know. Definitely my character has that particular nose. Realistic nose is not my strong suit. I got the moon nose in my drawing. Everybody know Moon? I can't wait to draw Moon and recording it. Be great to just draw more of Moon in general. We won't be drawing Moon this time around in this limitation period. That's going to have to wait until next year. And don't worry, folks. The month is almost halfway done. It's almost the 13th. Right now, it's 11:51. The old cat just keeps on scoffing. Oh, I did just one thing I want to vent about here. Somehow, the cat got a strand of cat food on my dresser and on the second freaking dresser, the drawer. Here's drawer on the bottom and here's drawer on top, and there is the cat food. And I've just seen her standing up on the dresser and sniffing this weird looking thing that in my eyes looked like a bug at first. And then I go closer and I see it's just a strand of her wet food. How the hell did you manage to get your wet food there? I'm trying to talk to you wherever you may be. Where'd you go? I hear you. Sounds like she's either underneath me or in the other room. Oh my god. Sounds like it's everywhere now. Alright, we've almost finished up June. Still got some background stuff. I don't think the background's going to be that hectic either. I think the idea I have in mind is simply going to be probably a bunch of jungle trees and a green base. Kind of just like outside the base. Also, I think this card is not where it needs to be, so I need to move it. Yeah, there we go. Dang old cat, what's wrong? Why you keep giving me that look? See if I can get her to attack my hand. Nope. He's just focusing on scoffing again. Oh wait, this card needs to be up 1. Layer wasn't moved properly. God, now she's playing with her toy. From scoffing to playing with her dang balls. What the hell, cat? Cat's going ballistic. Cooped up in a small space. I don't know if you just saw her, but she jumped on the bed. Let's see. I'll get the seat and then the table, and then we gotta get the textures done with it. We'll probably call it there. We're an hour and 7 minutes into this, so yeah, seems like it'd be a good time to call it then, right? Part of me does kind of want to have poker chips there. Making sure she isn't going to step on the end key, because she's done that before. Alright, let's just focus on the texturing part, and then we'll determine whether or not we want to go and do the poker chips. Which I guess would make sense. I don't think I even outlined that, didn't I? Cat's trying to play with something behind the blankets. Dang old distraction, cat. I don't need you to distract me right now. We're so close to finishing this. Or at least finishing up the video, not finishing the drawing, obviously. No, we still got a little bit to go for the drawing itself. I'll make this part now. Why not? And this part. And the other part on the elbows. I wonder if there's a way you can get PS4 and Switch games to record on a monitor. I wonder how that would work. Do I want to try that? Do I want to try that at all? Now, we've got a decent amount of PC games to play and record. But at the same time, I have no idea. With Minecraft, you can get a decent amount because of modded Minecraft. That much is certain to multiple YouTubers out there. So we're not exactly going to be hurt with the content. And there she goes playing with them balls again. Stops as soon as I acknowledge her playing with them. And I can feel her walking around her fur somehow through my pant legs. Oh, there she goes again. I don't even know if this is picking that up. But yes, that's a cat for you. Constantly going and causing trouble, mayhem. Freaking cat's destructive as all hell. That's what I'm talking about, your destructive behavior. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? I wonder if she's gonna go over here. Gets down but just does nothing. Okay, now for the table. The table should be relatively easy to texture-wise, at least. Man, oh man, am I tired. Alright, we are almost finished. I think I will try to go for those poker chips. Did I somehow forget that, or did that not transition properly? Can't even get the cat to boot my nose. She just walks away. She's just in that mood today. Not walk away, but back away. Get what I mean? Oh god, I pressed the 8 key. We still recording? Yes, I meant to press this key. The bracket key. The key that expands upon my, brush sizes. Alright, so this should be easy. I'm going to put it on a separate layer. Poker chips. So, how do we want to do this? We definitely want this here. And we definitely want this here. Now, this would be interesting to try to make a Viridescent specific poker chip. But I think we can manage. I'm going to get a significant amount, I think. To at the very least ensure that it has all that it needs to have as we distribute it. So I'm going to take this much, put it here. Maybe have this much over here. Wait. No. I'll combine it later. Couple pieces over here. Well, I guess the first things first. Whoops. Slightly bigger. Slightly bigger, even further. And now we put this. Well, okay. Before we put that in the back, we need to do this. One of the more important objectives to make this slightly less tedious to do is combine these and have only like 3 layers. Would you stop jumping on the chair, cat? I don't understand what's so appealing about jumping on a chair like that. especially since if you jump, you don't have any momentum and you're going to probably get your bell rung. Making sure that everything here is selected. Jesus Christ. The cat's going berserk mode now. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, so I think what we can do for this one, we have brown accents, blue accents, and we've got green as the main source of color for this particular faction. So I'm going to go to the table. I'm going to make poker chips layer. And we're going to start with green. That is not green, but we can use that color for differentiation. This will be interesting to say the least. Okay, so what it will probably be is there will be like 2 different types of chip color for, you know, each chip hue color thing or whatever you want to call it. So we're gonna have blue and this color. So blue on top for the back. I know it probably looks weird to have blue colors in what is essentially the green faction, but you can't really have it be just monocolored here. Yeah, blue and teal for this. I'll have brown and a darker brown. Yeah, sure, why not? And we'll probably have like black and white or something. And this should be on top. Oh wait, no, you are supposed to be 3A, you fool. Still wish y'all could see that, but it's fine. It's fine, and you know it's fine. Whoops, almost didn't do the right color. And now for the last set of poker chips, which I think I'm just going to make it be black and white. Simple as that. Yep. So black on top. I'm not going to go through putting a design on all of these. I think it's fine for now to just show off that there are poker chips on the table. Oh, so I don't feel like going through all that layer nonsense. Oh god, it's doing us on us. So part of this does feel a bit off. Maybe it'll be good if look good once I do this. Right? Well, we'll see. I thought I gave it more than enough space, but I might not have. Worst case scenario, I could just combine the poker chips and kind of just have them be, you know, a black backdrop behind it so it doesn't look like it's, you know, transparent. It's like some severe case of V-planing right over here. Not sure how else I could describe this. It definitely does look weird, and I kind of wish that it would have just covered in the layer, or the layer of pixels. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. We can fix this. Unnecessary accidents over here, folks. Unnecessary accidents. This one we might have to use highlights so it actually does the thing it needs to do. So I'll just do this. Alright, good. I'll just probably make this 5A and just be black. So, yeah, this right here, combine. Some of it is kind of off. Oh wait, no. That's something else. Alright, perfect. Yeah, some of them I don't have to go cover them all up. I think for something like this, I could just do this. Oh, not cover them all up. Have it for each chip is what I meant to say. The ones that are in front of the chips, they need their own particular thing. Yeah, brain fart. That's decent enough. Now for the textures. And then I think after we've gotten the textures finished, that'll be the end of this video. I really just don't know what else to say. I am drawing a complete blank. I had so much to talk about in previous videos, but now I've run out of things to say. What the hell are you doing, cat? Trying to go in between the dang bed over here, which is friggin'... Alright. So many issues, it's just not worth trying to get into. Alright, that covers that. I guess what I can do is do a little bit of shading underneath this and your hand here. Just a little bit. Maybe actually put some of this in to make it look like it's not, what's the word I'm looking for, one-sided. Just 5 or something, and have it be some of it but not all of it. Maybe mix and match the two. And that's one thing I've never really done as much, is just like mixing and matching certain textures to get like certain effects and stuff. Or certain, what's the word I'm looking for? Certain looking textures? No. Certain looking looks. I can already guarantee you I know what the cat's gonna do. Put that over there since now that's finished. Wait, did I get the back? I did. Okay, good. Now the cat's playing with that again. Alright, okay. We made some good progress here. Another video to have up for all of you. Yeah, that's perfect. Alright, a good place to end this. So, I hope you've all enjoyed this. My tired attempt at trying to keep up a conversation and the cat constantly just disturbing the peace. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I have to shave again at some point. I don't like my beard, I can tell you that much for a fact.
Close the video off, kitty. Come on, kitty, close the video off. No, stop squirming. Close the video off.
Why? It's like she's like trying to avoid making eye contact with all of you. I don't get it.
See, look, kitty, look. You got potential fans. Stop staring away from the damn thing. I'm gonna turn around so you.
Nope. She just keeps trying to. What is it about this cat and knowing that there's a freaking recording going on? You can't even see her face. You just see her head just doing her thing. Yeah, I know, Cadillac. You don't want to be held. You don't like being held, don't you? Alright, go on, kitty. Oh, there you go. You got to see some of the cat at least. So, we've enjoyed this video as much as it is. To the extent of what it is, whatever the saying of words are. Leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want more. I'll probably try to get more Minecraft videos out. I'm sticking with like 2 videos a week for that minimum. I might go for more depending on how I feel. But yes, here's this. I don't think I'm gonna like make another part of this one, so I'll probably just post the whole thing as it is. You get to just see me doing a drawing of Jane. So, hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm gonna press the end key instead of press stop record now that I have it there. Later.